Y'all, I got Airbnb catfished. We're in the fucking hood. In Chicago. This is, I pulled up in this bitch, the Uber driver started praying for me. It looks like a fucking trap house outside. I paid almost $400. Yeah, it doesn't even look like the pictures, and the outside looks like a trap house. So, I booked a different Airbnb, but I want a refund from this one. Yes. It just said a home in Chicago, and the pictures look very nice, but when y'all, it says it's non-refundable, bitch, we're getting a fucking refund. I don't give a fuck. I'm not staying in a trap house. Not your fucking days, because it's literally 12 o'clock.
How you doing?
I'm a little scared. Alright, y'all, we survived the fucking night. I don't believe they made me pay like $500 for this. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. So I'm canceling this shit. I hope I get a refund. She's trying to act like, I'm not gonna give you a refund. But please, you better give me a fucking refund. It's for your sake. God damn it. I hate people that scam. And I'm pretty sure her picture is AI. So the new place is in Hyde Park. Hey guys, this is Amarachi from the future. And again, I just want to say this is no disrespect to Chicago. It's no disrespect if you grew up in the hood, because I grew up in the hood in St. Louis, so it's like way worse. It's just the specific part that I was in was very, very dangerous, period. Like if you're from Chicago, you just know that. You just know that area is terrible. And on top of that, just so you guys know, I'm not hateful towards the hood. The second Airbnb that I stayed at was literally like it was like probably 8 minutes away from where King Von used to live. So if anything, in my opinion, like that should show you just how scary the first place was in comparison. And obviously I didn't show this, but like you do get, like, if you're in that part of Chicago that I was at, like you will get robbed. It's not even a maybe you might or maybe you might not. It's like you will get robbed. Somebody will try to yield. So I was not playing with that shit. So again, no offense if you grew up in the hood, because again, I grew up there. Just saying, for the video's sake, don't want to offend nobody. Okay, it's all love, all love. See the hearts up above me? There's all love here. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. Like Airbnb, that shit threw me all the way off. Like I'm so, like I'm already in such a bad mood. Chicago looks chill, of course. You know, it's so interesting is like when I went to Miami, like people in Miami, like their dream is to come to Chicago, and I'm always like, what the fuck? Because I don't know, like it's cool and all, but you know, I guess since I'm from St. Louis, like you just take the train up here, so a lot of my like childhood and a lot of people I knew were always just from here, so it wasn't that like crazy to me. But there's this girl from Miami, yo, she's like, her dream is to move here, and she believes that she's gonna like become famous when she moves to Chicago. And I'm like, you do realize no one gives a fuck over here, right? like and there's a lot of things that you have to worry about. But I mean, like, I think it's their dream because it's like walkable here. But it's just kind of like, you know, if you're coming to Chicago to live, that's one thing. But if you're coming here because you think that you're gonna become famous, I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I don't believe that anybody from Chicago would like hype up a transplant to become famous. Like, nah, it's not how that shit works. And I think a lot of these people are in for a rude awakening, because I mean, like, obviously like downtown Chicago's cool, but it's like, you know, it created King Von for a reason. There's a lot of shit that, you know, goes on here that most people who are tourists will never see or understand. But you know, when you know, you know. That's what I be saying, is when you know, you fucking know, and then when you know, you can't unsee it. Like, people, like, when I was calling Airbnb about like hood shit or whatever, like that type of stuff is really triggering for me, because I grew up in the hood in St. Louis, so it's like
I know when I see one, and it's like, it's not even necessarily like what everything looks like, because I would not walk around where I was just at, but I'd walk around here because it's fine. But it's literally just like you can sense like if someone has died where you are. When you grow up in these types of environments, like you just know. And if you just a transplant, like you're not gonna understand that shit. Which is the same reason why, like, when people think like, oh, I'm gonna move to New York and become famous, it's like, why do you think that you, like, it's not the city that makes somebody famous. It's really like your energy and like what you do and what you bring to the world. But so many people like just don't understand that. Like they just think if I move here, I'm gonna become famous and everyone's gonna notice me. And it's like, well, if you weren't getting noticed in your hometown, it's probably like a you problem. I don't know why people think, oh, if I move to New York, I'm gonna become famous. If I move to Chicago, I'm gonna become, I've never, like when I heard people from Miami saying that, I'm like, you know, like the place that you're at now, you have a better chance of becoming famous than here. But you know, you think that you're just gonna come here and everybody gonna worship you because you're from Miami and it's the Midwest. That's how a lot of them be thinking. And it's like, you know, no one ever wants to say that part out loud. They really don't. But it's like, it's so true. Like the way that girl really thinks that like she's gonna become famous when she comes here, it's like you're in for such a rude awakening. And I don't want to be like that person, you know, like I don't want to be that person, but it's just the truth. Like so many people who lack substance think that they will go somewhere where people have substance and like people are just gonna worship them. Like no. And I remember she was like, oh my god, but like Chicago's so safe. And it's like, bitch,
but someday I won't be able to say, well, if this is a good day. That's what I say. Well, I can. I will.
we are pulling up to Chinatown. That's where the Sushi Conveyor Belt is. The crazy thing is like I've been walking here and it keeps saying like opening soon, even though it said it was supposed to open at 11:30. Now it's almost 1. Ooh, did I go the wrong way? I believe I went the wrong way actually. I ain't gonna lie. That's embarrassing, but it's okay. This place looks good. I might stop here at. When I used to live on the grid, eat my root beer. but it's like all you can eat sushi conveyor. And that's because it was like 15 euros and like 8 at times. I need to go back now. That's something kind of basic because it has safe in there. There's cream cheese in it.
Lần này tiếng có với tao là tôi cay là kiểu ăn.
Yeah, y'all, this is the new Airbnb. It's obviously, I was just at, it was the hood, y'all, but as you can see, way better. Yeah, this is like Hyde Park. I don't know if there's Wi-Fi though, because I wanted to edit today, but I don't think there's Wi-Fi in here, so we might have to do that when I get back. But all around, pretty good day today. A lot of people tell me I should model. Like, a lot of people just like yell it to me on the street, and I'm like, thanks guys. Maybe I should. Who fucking knows? Maybe I should model. Everybody was very like nice. Everyone's very nice in Chicago. What can I say? No complaints here, girls. But honestly, like, this is another thing to learn about like traveling solo is like your intuition. If you just sense like something's off, leave. Don't gaslight yourself into thinking. And like, you know, I didn't get a refund for that first place, and it was like $400. But I was like, $400 or me getting robbed at gunpoint on the way back from a Central C concert. Like, which do you prefer, bitch? Because you can keep that 400. You can keep it, baby. You gotta know when to walk away. And I literally just thought to myself, like, that's not worth my life. Because if something happens to you in Chicago, bitch, ain't nobody gonna help you. And don't get it twisted. Homeless people here are actually very, very chill, very, very nice. I actually like, because there are different types of homeless people in different cities, and the ones in Chicago are always hella funny, and they're always nice. One time I remember I was walking and mom was like, girl, you missed the belt loop. Your outfit's too cute for you to miss a belt loop. And I was like, low-key, why is his outfit better than mine in here, y'all? People be scared of Chicago, and you know, here's the interesting thing is like, to other people, like, you might see this and be like, but it's not about where you're at. It's about the energy of where you're at. So the place that I was at before, the energy of it was so off. I sensed it the moment I got in that bitch. I was like, no, I'm not staying. The energy here is light, airy, and you want airy, light energy when you're in an area. You don't want the dark, depressive, evil energy, because that's when bad shit happens. Like, for me, since I grew up in the hood and I grew up in Missouri, like, not every hood is dangerous. Sometimes it's just low income people. Sometimes it's just people who like don't have as much as like you would want them to have. But there are other hoods where it's just like demonic people, and there's a very big difference. Because the hood I grew up in, the people weren't bad, they were just poor, you know? But it's hoods where, you know, people, it's either you or them, and they will kill you, and they will kill you and get away with it as well, because the police probably won't even come. But, you know, so you can always sense if the people in the area are evil or not. And if you sense that there's evil around you, because poor does not equal evil. you can even be in a rich area and there are still evil people around there. You have to be able to sense if there's like bad energy, and I'm very, very like accustomed to it. It's where I wear black tourmaline, wear evil eye, and all these other things. It's not just for fashion, baby. You have to really understand energy. You have to understand that, like, sure, someone can like do physical violence towards you, so sure, someone can hit you, but if someone is messing with your energy, like if they're getting your energy, that's how they really get you. A lot of shit, like when you talk about auras, when you talk about like, oh, this person, like people tell me I have a very powerful aura. Again, it's because I grew up in the hood, but it's also because I'm very street smart, but I'm also intelligent. But it's because I can read people's energy. That's the thing, is like you have to be able to read the energy of the place around you, and if it's off, immediately leave. The moment I set foot in that place, I literally was like, I'm gone, I'm leaving, this is the hood, you know. And you have to be able to do that shit when you're traveling, especially when you travel solo. So a little tip, life lesson for y'all: even if something's expensive, like some people would probably be like, oh my god, like you just spent like $600 on an Airbnb. Technically, now I spent $600 on Airbnb, but it's like, to me, I'd rather spend that than spend the rest of my life trying to get rid of some trauma just because I wanted to like skip out on, you know, save a few dollars, you know. I would, because a lot of times like you can get robbed. There's a lot of valuable stuff that I carry. You can get robbed at gunpoint. Everything you own might be worth more than the $600, and it might be some shit that's priceless to you. So, you know, I would say don't, like, when it comes to where you're sleeping, please don't skip out on that shit. Make sure if the vibes are off, just leave. It's not worth the money, because the money, my life is not worth $600. My life is worth much more than that. So, I